We all want to watch Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, but what if I told you Marvel might not even make a traditional Avengers Secret Wars movie if one specific character takes center stage? A character who could confront his own incompleteness and see a bigger truth that might make Dr. Doom seem small in comparison, with powers capable of countering and manipulating even someone like Doom. That character is the Beyonder, and it's getting fans buzzing. Interestingly, Henry Cavill and Keanu Reeves are both popular rumored actors for this role, which makes sense considering the cosmic gravitas the character demands. But before we jump into potential casting, let's talk about the Beyonder himself and how he stacks up against the other ultimate cosmic being, the One Above All. The Beyonder and the One Above All each have a solid claim to being the most powerful entities in the Marvel Universe. They both possess near-limitless power and have treated some of Marvel's strongest cosmic beings like mere toys in major storylines, most famously during Secret Wars. Fans have long debated which of the two is more powerful. While the Beyonder is a nearly omnipotent being who has struggled with understanding humanity and existence, the One Above All exists beyond space and time, creating life and presiding over the multiverse with an absolute authority that even the Beyonder respects. The Beyonder first appeared in 1984's Secret Wars No. 1, and he was described as having more power than an entire million universes combined. He can manipulate reality, regenerate at a cellular level, and adopt any form, making him essentially untouchable. He even survived direct attacks from heroes like the Molecule Man and absorbed entire universes along the way. Despite his godlike powers, he eventually realized that ultimate control couldn't create a truly perfect world, a limitation that adds depth to his character and makes him compelling for the big screen. Over time, Marvel has retconned some of his abilities, but his reality warping potential always remains. In comparison, the One Above All is essentially Marvel's stand-in for God. First appearing in 2004's Fantastic Four No. 511, this being is omnipresent, omnipotent, and the ultimate overseer of all life in the multiverse. The One Above All even oversees the living tribunal and can appear in any form, anywhere, at any time. While the Beyonder may get caught up in multiversal rivalries and have his powers temporarily stolen, the One Above All stands completely above such conflicts, making him untouchable in a way that no other Marvel character can match. Despite the debate, it's clear that both characters play huge roles in shaping Marvel's cosmic landscape. And if Marvel plans to feature the Beyonder prominently in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, it could set up a thrilling multiversal showdown where power, manipulation, and reality itself are on the line. With the MCU's multiverse saga culminating in these two massive films, there's plenty of room to explore characters and dynamics that have never appeared on screen before. Speaking of which, Avengers Doomsday is expected to introduce Battleworld, a patchwork planet formed from multiple realities, which serves as the perfect stage for the Beyonder's manipulations. In the comics, the Beyonder orchestrates entire conflicts to observe and experiment with human behavior. This role would make him a compelling foil for the Avengers, especially if Marvel follows the Secret Wars storyline while also reinterpreting it for the cinematic universe. The potential for chaos, moral dilemmas, and mind-bending confrontations is huge, giving the MCU a chance to explore complex themes like control, identity, and power on a cosmic scale. When it comes to casting, Chris Evans' return to the MCU has generated a lot of speculation. While some suggest he might reprise a multiverse version of Captain America, that could undermine the closure given to Steve Rogers' story in Endgame. Instead, Evans playing the Beyonder could be a perfect fit, particularly because the character in Secret Wars 2 adopts a human form modeled after Captain America. This allows for a meta-layered casting choice where Evans' familiar face contrasts with the Beyonder's enigmatic and morally ambiguous nature. Casting Evans as the Beyonder also creates the opportunity for dynamic storytelling. Unlike Steve Rogers, the Beyonder is flamboyant, unpredictable, and deeply curious about humanity. Evans has shown his versatility in films like Knives Out and The Gray Man, effortlessly pivoting from charming to sinister. This skill set makes him ideal to portray a being who can manipulate entire universes while simultaneously grappling with existential questions about life and purpose. The Beyonder could interact with alternate versions of beloved MCU characters, forcing them and audiences to reconsider everything they thought they knew. Meanwhile, the rumored interest in Henry Cavill or Keanu Reeves for the Beyonder also makes sense. Both actors have the charisma, gravitas, and presence needed to embody a character of nearly infinite power. Cavill's experience in portraying iconic heroic figures gives him the weight to carry a cosmic storyline, while Reeves' enigmatic screen persona could perfectly capture the Beyonder's inscrutable motives and otherworldly nature. Having multiple high-profile actors linked to the role keeps fan speculation alive and allows Marvel to consider different directions for the character. The Beyonder's involvement would also complement other returning MCU heavyweights, like Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. In the comics, Doom rules Battleworld and often clashes with cosmic beings like the Beyonder. Translating this dynamic to film would allow for a high-stakes interplay of egos, ideologies, and cosmic power, elevating the multiverse storyline to a truly epic scale. These interactions could also serve as a testing ground for the MCU to explore moral ambiguity and the consequences of unchecked power, themes rarely explored in the franchise's previous films. Beyond the multiversal conflict, the Beyonder also opens the door for character-focused storytelling. In Secret Wars 2, the Beyonder takes human form and experiments with understanding human emotions, desires, and morality. Translating this to film could provide moments of introspection and philosophical depth amid the chaos of Avengers Doomsday, making the story feel both epic and intimate. Evans, Cavill, or Reeves would all bring different flavors to this duality, balancing cosmic spectacle with the personal drama that Marvel fans love. The timing of the Beyonder's introduction also makes sense narratively. With Kang the Conqueror's future in the MCU uncertain, Marvel has the opportunity to pivot the focus of Secret Wars to a truly omnipotent being whose motivations are less about conquest and more about observation and experimentation. This allows for fresh storytelling while still honoring the source material, giving both longtime comic fans and newer moviegoers something exciting to engage with. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be covering more updates on this soon and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.